All right, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. Happy to see all of you guys here today. Oh man, there's just a whole lot to talk about, as you guys might imagine. It's definitely been a complete shit show over the last 24 hours. I know we talked about Bitcoin still going down. I know how we kind of foresaw bearish activity, but the Mt. Gox news, it just sounds weird even saying that, definitely mess things up even more. So before we dive in, happy to see you, Michael, Poker, Zab, and Wilder. Happy to see all of you guys here today. Appreciate you coming in here. It's going to be a longer stream for sure. I think we're going to be going probably until about 7, so maybe about 2.5 hours, I think, today. I'd say the typical, like, 1.5 to 2 here. We're going to be breaking down Bitcoin, the news about Mt. Gox, altcoins, which are kind of doing some interesting things here, not too bad. Then going over to Trump and Nashville, which is going to be kind of interesting here. General Bitcoin vibes, because everybody's talking about it right now because it's finally done something interesting. The rest of the market is, of course, then we're going to be looking at the Fairdesk portfolio. Bluefin, I'm still waiting for that portfolio, but I did do a MOG long today, which ended up making me some money. And then CoinW, checking out some of those positions. So definitely, guys, just a wild time here today. So the next 24 hours, I think, are just going to be absolutely crucial. But before that, Loki's over here. I almost was late to the stream, actually. Not really, but I was chilling outside with Loki in the sunshine because it feels so nice to be outside today. Oh, here he is, such a good boy. What's all over your head? He was chasing freaking birds through the bushes and stuff, so he's all dirty. But he got de-shedded yesterday, and it was so messy, so messy. I had to pull out the vacuum and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I don't know if you can actually look into the camera or not. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I messed up. My bad. Hold on. Okay. Still on it. Oh, okay, go. No hugs, no nothing. Loki. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's your good boy. See? Oh, he's drooling on me, though. Oh, you're drooling. Ew, you're drooling. Let me wipe it off on your face. Yeah, there you go. So, he's doing okay today. Not happy with me holding his paws, but... No? Okay. Yeah, then he wants to bite. Alright, a few drops of drool later. Here we go, everybody. I mean, skedaddle over here, so I'm in my prime streaming spot, if you will. There we go. Oh, before we start off on the stream here for today, looking at Bitcoin and stuff like that, you guys know how I like to smoke cigars quite a bit. I'm thinking twice a week or maybe once a week to start off. I want to have a dedicated cigar stream, So like, not like a cigar stream like the one that didn't work out on my other channel, but like while we're talking about everything, every Wednesday we have cigars, or every Wednesday I have a cigar, every Thursday I have like one of those types of things. So keep that in the back of your mind in case any of you guys have a one day of the week where you really just want to smoke a cigar or something like that. Maybe it's smoking Sundays. I don't really have any idea. Cigar Sundays, cigar Saturdays, cigar Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I don't know if there's a dedicated day for that type of stuff, but I think cigar Wednesdays may be good. Cigar Saturdays, I'm not entirely sure, but you guys get the point there. So let's get started. Long stream? Oh, definitely right there. And hey, Poker, happy to see my man. Let's grind. I mean, look at this. Hey, look at this, guys. It's definitely just been a really rough time. Actually, for today, I mean, before we get started, of course, the sponsors are Bluefin, CoinW, and Fairdesk. If you guys are looking for a new exchange, give them a look here. But for right now, I'm actually going to go into more of the final one that I have right here. This one, I just want to give you guys much more of an idea of what's going on and show you guys the big chart here because there's just so much. And if you guys hadn't noticed, I moved my camera just a little bit today just so my head was popping up of it. I think it's been forcing me to get down here like looking like this, when in reality, I normally don't sit like that. In reality, I sit like this with my head all the way back like this. But if I did, my head would be getting cut off by the microphone. So let me move this over here. Let me scoot in. I like to recline a little bit here, and that's about it. All right. So anyway, we all know from a technical perspective that Bitcoin was still being bearish. Let me just pull up that smart money concepts thing very fast. I mean, all those sell signals a few days ago, or actually this was back June 14th, so that's about 10 days ago. We had all those sell signals and everything's been really rough since then. We all know that's the case. We all knew where we were going. However, Despite a few little pops here worth trading for, day traders and scalps, there really hasn't been much big moves where people feel like, oh wow, this is that big dip I've been wanting to buy. So we've been doing these very small dollar cost averages, like once a week, once every few days, where if something in particular starts to fall down, like an altcoin, we would be more excited to buy that up, but maybe not buying up as much Bitcoin just because it really hasn't been doing much as of late. And today it finally had that big, like middle finger moment saying, oh wow, this is where you guys might want to be buying on some of these support levels. So first, let's break down the technicals here, and then we'll be talking about what caused that, because I think the causation is going to be important here, because it'll keep on affecting Bitcoin over the next few days, right? So as far as Bitcoin is concerned right now, we are still pretty darn bearish. Not much has changed there. I give you guys the same update quite a bit. What's changed, I think, at this point in time is, although we have all the oscillators pointing towards more of a bearish move, we are currently sitting at a very large support for Bitcoin. This is pretty much at the support between 56,600 all the way up here to about 59,000. That's a big level of support, and we've just tapped on it for the first time since April. That's a few months ago, or a couple months ago. Yeah, March, April, May, June. Yeah, April, June, May, June. Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry. So right now, that's kind of the big test that we're trying to face. Are we going to be able to bounce off of this, or are we going to be breaking down and getting pushed back down here towards 50,700 or so? At this point, I think a case could be made that we're probably going to be heading back down here if we don't have any good economic data to really, lift us up at this point. What I'm hoping for that can kind of make us not have to worry about such a horrible move here is, because Bitcoin was able to kind of flush unorganically, if we're lucky, we might be able to find a bounce here over the next few days and try to get back up here towards 64,000. I don't think we're going to be able to break back above this for a change of character push unless something really crazy happens like we've talked about before, but I'm hoping that sometime over the next few days we can make that push. Right now, I'm not confident enough one way or the other to really give you guys a good, whoa, what's going to happen next, because of course everything is bearish except for the change of character, but that change of character on the weekly chart is crucially important for something of a large magnitude swing trade. Most of what we're doing here, again, is those 7 to 10 day short positions or 7 to 10 day long positions. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, plus really bad news. Dropped us down. That's like 11 days right there. I'm probably going to be sticking around with my dollar cost averaging for a little bit. If you guys are of the camp that says, hey, Bitcoin has not bottomed out, we have to go down a lot more, I would say give it some time before it makes that next move, unless we have some type of, again, news event. If I see Bitcoin coming back down here towards 50,000 or something more drastic, and of course you can see that support level way back over here in February, to me it's going to have to bounce for a little bit, get squeezed between the 50 and the 200 moving averages, and then get pushed down that way. That's how I can see this planning out. If we were to have a continuation of a very large, just horrible move down, I would be much more surprised about something like that right now. We typically don't have that all too much. We've had a few bad moves down, but this usually after a massive pump or something like that, dealing with the spot Bitcoin ETFs, Grayscale offloading tons of Bitcoin, so I don't see it happening right now. One of the things as far as the news is concerned and what Bitcoin's doing right now, if you guys see Bitcoin very fast, everything on the daily chart, still bearish, bearish, bearish. 4-hour chart, still bearish, bearish, bearish. A little bit of pausing on the stochastic on the 4-hour, just enough. 1 hour, starting to curl back up a little bit. That's been pretty nice to see. This stochastic is wrong. There you go. There you go. Stochastic working itself back up here. And the 15 are, of course, already been bouncing up here a little bit more. As you can see right here. Really trying to get a breakout here. And I think it's close to it. Where actually it is breaking out, having a small one actually, where it's going to try to break above this level of resistance right there and try to pop back up here towards 61,600. It's a huge if. This is if you guys are day trading right now. That's the gamble you guys are doing. That's the game you guys are playing. But, as far as what caused this today, It's Mount Gox. Oh, I don't think we've actually talked about this. I think we've talked about this maybe in passing, but like not since like 2022 perhaps. It was a long time ago, and I don't think I ever brought this up. I think you guys might have brought this up here. Sorry guys, I've been going through a water phase here with how dry it is outside. Gotta be careful. If you drink too much water, your tongue will turn numb and then you sound like an idiot when you're talking. Fun fact. Done it too many times. Alright, so Bitcoin threatened 60,000 on Mt. Gox news, but sales could be less than feared. So this is probably the most realistic article that I've read today. There's been like 4 or 5. Some are very catastrophic. Some are like nothing bad is going to happen at all. I'm much more of like, this is not the best of news, but I don't think the impact of like, sell the news, and don't worry about, everything can kind of fix itself by the time this actually occurs. There's a saying, this is not coming to my head actually. But anyway, here we go. Bitcoin is leading crypto prices sharply lower on Monday after the trustee for the defunct Mt. Gox crypto exchange said it would begin returning more than 140,000 Bitcoin in July to clients whose assets were stolen in the 2014 hack. Imagine if you bought Bitcoin back in 2014. $2014 is like way back over here, and Bitcoin was in the hundreds. Okay, imagine that. And now, you're gonna get it back in 2024 when the price of Bitcoin's at 60,000 bucks right now. You're still very happy with those returns, right? No. Those selling today are contemplating the effect of more than 140,000 Bitcoin hitting the market in less than 1 month. Putting that number in perspective, it would be just less than the immediate liquidation of Fidelity's spot Bitcoin ETF, which at last check held 167,000 Bitcoin. That's quite a bit. Now, they go on to say, Thorne says his research suggests 75% of creditors will be taking the early payout in July, meaning a distribution of about 95,000 tokens. Of that, Thorne believes 65,000 tokens will be going to individual creditors, but he thinks they may prove more diamond-handed than most expect. Among the reasons, he said, is that they are already registered, or they've already resisted years of compelling and aggressive offers from claim funds, not to mention the capital gains taxes involved given Bitcoin is up 140-fold since the bankruptcy. So what they're trying to say here is basically this is kind of overblown, and even though we're going to have a lot of Bitcoin heading out to these creditors, if you will, these people that got hacked, perhaps not a lot of them are going to be selling. Maybe they just may add them to the books and kind of hold them on there. I could see it happening more like that for the businesses. For the individual humans, I could definitely see much more of a, I bought Bitcoin at a couple $100. Now it's at 60,000. I want to sell now after years and years of waiting for that type of move to happen, right? All right, there you go, back over here. Let's pop this back over to the 15. There we are. So, despite all that, it's just been, a very drastic day for Bitcoin, because I woke up around here, or I guess more over here in the morning. I saw that Bitcoin had come down a lot, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then boom, it kept on coming down as the day went on and on and on. I was watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos to try to figure out what these people are talking about here, about Mt. Gox and whatnot, Gox. But yeah, every time a new video came out, the price of Bitcoin just kept on coming down until we hit this much larger support level here at 58,000, or about $56,000, $58,000 here. A couple more things here. As far as news is concerned, I did think this was going to be pretty interesting, guys. Trump eyes Bitcoin convention talk. I'm going to zoom into this just a little bit so you guys can see, and then I'm going to go to this one so you guys can see it easier. Yeah, there we go. Maybe one more pop. There we are. All right. So Trump eyes Bitcoin convention talk. Former President Donald Trump is reportedly in discussions to speak at the Bitcoin convention scheduled for July, as reported by Caseoh. This potential appearance has generated significant interest and speculation within the cryptocurrency community, with some viewing it as a significant boost for the event and the broader crypto industry. Funny enough, I actually bought my crypto flight and hotel today. I'm happy to tell you it was a whopping fucking $2,000 to get over there, since it's far away from Seattle. But yeah, the things I do to go to these events. But yeah, so it costs about a cool $2,000. I'm gonna stay at some nice trendy hotel. Not like super trendy, but like a nice one. It's one of those like older hotels that looks like an old building that kind of got refurbished up to look really nice. I'm a big fan of those ones. Either that or the Courtyard Marriotts and stuff. Those ones are simple, they're effective, the rooms are perfect. Those are nice, and they got good points and free upgrades. Anyway, so that's the big news as far as Trump is concerned. I was really surprised about this because RFK was over at Consensus. Remember, I was seeing him over there just last month. Now that Donald Trump is going to be there, I think we're going to have RFK and President Trump there as well. So I'm actually go over here to Bitcoin Nashville 2024. Click this right here. So I already got my tickets because I'm special. Just joking. I just get media pass because I'm media, right? Yeah. So we got Russell Brand there. Got Robert F. Kennedy. I like how they call him a creator, even though he's like an actor. Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor, Edward Snowden, Bill Miller for the fourth. I don't know who the fuck that is. But Vivek, Senator Bill Hagerty, Senator Marsha Blackburn. These are all big people right now. So should be a blockbuster experience here. I mean, these speakers must be going crazy. I'm gonna go talk with a couple friends that I know they're gonna be there as well. I'm gonna try to find some parties and stuff so I can keep you guys informed about what's going on. But man, they're about to add Donald Trump's face to all this stuff, so they might kick out this Bill Miller person. I don't know who the fuck that is. He must be important though. Chief Investment Officer of Miller Valley Partners. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody else seems important. That guy I don't know who he is. I know who everybody else is. Sorry, that was total tangent. However, yeah, so we get Trump there. So Trump, Russell Brand, RFK, Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor, Edward Snowden, Vivek, Senator Bill Hagerty, and Senator Marsha Blackburn. I think all of those are going to be some great things. I'm hoping that I can actually message the office of Bill Hagerty and Marsha Blackburn, and I'm hoping I can actually ask them like, hey, some basic crypto questions, and be like, hey, you want to speak to my audience there? They'd love to hear from people that are pro crypto, yada yada yada. I'm going to use ChatGPT to craft a very excellent email to help me out with that, right? So ChatGPT will be coming in clutch here. All right, so that's one thing here I'm very excited about. The way Nashville is though. Maps. The way Nashville is for this event coming in next month. Again, it's like a month away. It's like I'll leave on the 25th and I get back on the 29th, so it's quite a bit of days. This stadium thing, I think, is where. Oh no, this thing right here is where the convention's going to be. So, and I think my hotel is like over here somewhere. Is that it? That's a court building. What is me with finding court buildings too easily? Yeah, but I'm somewhere over here. The place is over here. Broadway is right there, so I can have some nice drinks. And I guess there's places to drink over here. I'm not entirely sure how Broadway works, but from what I understand, there's a lot of rooftop bars. Like that, right? Rooftop bars. Drunk people walking. It's like a southern Vegas, or southeastern Vegas, if you will. So I'm curious to walk down these streets, or probably not walk. I'm gonna be fucking Ubering down these streets. I'm not walking in the heat. I'm above that shit. But I'll be curious to see how all of it looks, because when you go to these types of parties, they typically will be all these parties will be renting out large venues here for private events. So again, it's just gonna be a party after party after party after party after party. Now, all that being said here, last 24 hours. There's been a few things that are popping off, and we're going to talk about those in a few seconds here. But Fetch AI is popping off. This had an abysmal last week, and I mean absolutely abysmal. So it's nice to see the sudden rebound. Those dollar cost average that we were doing, some of them were already netting off some really good profits. It started off with Turbo, then it kind of went over to MOG. Actually, I have a MOG trade open right now, but I don't know what's happened to it. Oh, I should have sold it a while ago. I bought some MOG right here, and look at it. Oh, it was almost perfect timing. Oh, I saw that change of character right there to there, and I was like, oh, this is a good opportunity. I waited a little bit more for a dip, and then boom, and then I didn't sell. Let me just sell that right now. Just get it out of the way. Ooh, Popcat's at 40%. Let's just buy Bitcoin with it. It's only a small amount of money here, but again, it's just. There we go. And then buy some Bitcoin. There we go. All right, that should make my life a little bit easier. Anything else I can buy with this? What's down a lot today? Ordi. Ordi's popped back up a little bit. I'm just gonna do it with 1x leverage though, because I'm simple here. There we go. That should do the trick. All right. Put this back over here very fast. It's Ajax, Injective, Celsia, Tia. Let me just go there. Ondo, Bonk. There's been some good moves here today, despite Bitcoin falling down like a freaking rock. And that is very, 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 very nice. And hey, Steve, thank you very, very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate you. And I appreciate you joining in on the member stream yesterday. I appreciate it a lot. For all of you guys that know, every Sunday is going to be a member stream from now on. So I think they're going to be good. Especially since yesterday I went live and, of course, Bitcoin started plummeting as soon as I did. However, it was good seeing everybody there. I need bees, more bees. Oh, I thought you said beers. I would like, oh, maybe you did mean beers. I could use a beer right now. Maybe after this. I think I'm going to head to the cigar lounge to smoke for a little bit. But anyway, guys, forget about smoking for a second. The altcoins are actually doing very hot. Look at all those greens right here for the day. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There were a few things that went down a lot. We can just talk about that now. Ordi, GNO, Litecoin, Bitcoin here, Uniswap, Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is also part of this Mount Gox thing. So they're giving out Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So that's why Bitcoin Cash fell down a little bit more here today. I just want to reiterate to you guys though, last 30 days, there's still plenty of tokens that have made good moves. Not many of them, I would say, are still worthy to be held because people are going to be taking their profits here. But again, you know, things like AKT, Stark, Beam, Dog with Hat, and stuff like that, World Token, these all had good run-ups until March. Now we're kind of dealing with the aftermath of those rallies. So, you know, when I think about this type of stuff, year to date is still probably something of a good measure for you guys, like to buy and hold for long periods of time. Dog with Hat is up 1,000%, Pepe is up 770, Pendle 400, Floki 370, Jasmine 350, Toncoin 220 and stuff. So there's still lots of growth happening. Even BitGet token, which we bought BitGet token back in like 2022 or 2023 when it was like at 6 cents. I mean, it was a great play, but I'm pretty much out of it now. But it's those types of things where like good times. Back before BitGet was, you know, still allowed in the United States. Anyway, you got certain stuff like Ethereum down here at 46% and stuff like that. Crypto as a whole is still doing wonderful. I don't want you guys to feel discouraged because of these really rapid moves, because when I see stuff like this happen, I see my dollar cost averages. Let me go over here very fast. There you go. You can see all that red on the chart. I mean, this is a bunch of red. There's some green in there, but a lot of it's red, right? It doesn't look pretty. This one right here, I mean, I'm just trading small amounts. I'm waiting for a deposit from Blof, and I'm gonna start trading with some of that. But Coin W over here, red on the bottom, a lot of red on the bottom. As we do these dollar cost averages, it's just definitely kind of a more painful / boring experience. But let me pop this over here very fast. Let me lock this actually. Everything is still relatively chill. It's just that, so for whatever reason, this cycle, we haven't been able to just go straight up. Normally, you know, when Bitcoin starts going, we start going. But due to high interest rates, we've been kind of going through these like up a little bit, sideways for a while, up a lot, sideways for a while. And it just hasn't been the best experience for a lot of new traders. Look at this over here. Consolidated for a couple months, then took off, consolidated for like a month and a half, then took off a couple months, 3 months, 4 months, who knows? Then we're going to take off and probably head up here towards $105,000 or so. But it's still been kind of iffy. And what I feel bad about, I would say, for not necessarily for everybody, but there are a lot of people who probably just started buying crypto back in March, April, and May for the first time because they saw how everything was going up. And now they've never been taught to dollar cost average or be able to hold your positions for a while before you end up making a return. So they may have already panic sold, lost all their money, and they be just like kicking rocks basically, and just, you know, pissed off at the world. And I'm hoping that you guys that are still in the crypto market, you guys have the ability to just to hold, kind of weather the storm. Don't invest too much money. If you got the butterflies in your stomach after today, Don't worry about dollar cost averaging anymore. Just take a little bit of a pause, relax a little bit, enjoy yourself. You know, just be happy you got money in the wallet right now. You know, that type of stuff. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that just started to buy for the first time over here, and now they're kind of panicking. I saw a message from somebody earlier in one of my videos, and they were just absolutely mad at me because I wasn't emotional about Bitcoin falling down, like, you know, the 4 or 5% today. But like, if you've been trading Bitcoin since, you know, like all the way back over here, you know, you've kind of seen some shit, and you're just kind of used to some drastic moves from Bitcoin. At this point, I know I'm losing money. Trust me, I feel it. But like, I've been through this storm before, or enough times here, where I'm just like, let's focus on the technicals. Let's see what's going to happen next. We're going to take this one step at a time here. And then once we figure out when the rate cuts are going to be happening, when the market feels more confident about those rate cuts happening, then we're going to see Bitcoin start to break out and go a little bit higher. But until then, it's definitely going to be something more of a boring ride out there in the market, or a pessimistic one, right? Even, you know, but I think what's good about today, and hey, Cryptoholics, I appreciate your super chat a lot. Thank you for giving us your most valuable asset. Love. I appreciate that. Oh, no, not love. You mean like, yeah, my information, yeah. I was like, oh, it's like, you know, what's your favorite thing when you're making a cake? What's the favorite ingredient? Love. That's like what I do when I'm making a grilled cheese sandwich, because I know I'm lactose intolerant, so it takes a lot of love to put in there, because I'm killing myself by being on the toilet for half the day after I have one of those suckers. Anyway, even though Bitcoin had a really bad day, I just want to, like, look at this 15-minute chart for Bitcoin. Look at it. It's not pretty. We all know that. Let's get the oscillators out of here. It looks even more drastic. But I mean, whiff, bouncing off really well. Bonk, bouncing off support levels. Miro bouncing off pretty well here too. STMX, small gains, okay. Book of Meme trying to make a move. Pepe, Floki. Actually, that's Floki. Milady token still coming down quite a bit here. I'm wondering how much longer I should hold this sucker, actually. Milady, it's a very low risk token. Oh, excuse me, high risk token. Ape token coming back up a little bit. Arbitrum back up. AXS doing a little bit better, but not a lot. Engine token up quite a bit. ID token is up. Gala is up. FTM is up. And then Ocean is up 12%. I mean, just look at that. Ocean up 12%. Ajax up 13, R&D up 7, GRT up 5, RLC up 4.5, Popcat is up 39 right now, Mog is up 34. I've just bought this a little bit ago right over here. I just sold. I wish my chart did something like that. You know, so some opportunities. GameStop is going through some shit right now. It's kind of pausing. The GameStop hype this time around was so not as hypey as I thought it was going to be. But, you know, we'll get to that maybe another time if you guys want to ask me about those questions. Lastly, before I start answering you guys' questions, we start this, you know, chilling out, having a good time here and just vibing and whatnot. The dollar index, let's get rid of this for now. You guys know what we have to do for Bitcoin to get really, really strong, or the circumstances for Bitcoin to get really, really bullish again. One of those ones would be a breakout or a breakdown of certain circumstances. So right now, for us to see Bitcoin go up, we want to see the dollar index break down. There is this trend line right here that I don't think we've broken down before on the weekly chart. We came close right here, but we did not. I would say maybe sometime next week, if we can just have some good deflationary data, we could actually get that to pull down just a tad and get us going back down here towards support, or, you know, even right down here at 104. I'd be happy with that one. The issue right now is that everything is still fairly bullish as far as the MACD is concerned, the stochastic and the RSI. But you can think about this almost as a, you know, rising. I don't think we're going to break out of this. At least I don't think we are. But yeah, anyway, we need to break down below this here. Daily chart, still very, very bullish. All right, still pretty darn bullish here, breaking off supports. The weekly trend you can see is unbroken, but the daily trend definitely has been. So if you guys want to go off of those daily trends, you might have to poke this around a little bit more and go from there to there. I was hoping that we might hold on to it a while ago, but the more I look at the dollar chart, the more that I realize that the daily moves, they don't matter. It's all weekly. Only the weekly moves here, only the weekly bars really matter when you're thinking about these, like, you know, long arching theses, whatever you want to call them, where we're hoping that Bitcoin's going to go one way or another, or the dollar index itself is going to go one way or another. So I'm going to put that right back here for the weekly chart. Let's put that there. Let's put that there, and there we go. Okay, perfect. So still kind of just having my head on a swivel with some of this stuff. And last and not least, oil. Oil is getting more expensive again. I don't know if this is actually translated to gas though. AAA gas prices. Have you guys noticed gas getting more expensive or less expensive? Maybe so. And in Washington, it's 431. Yippee ki-yay. Current average is 344.8. Yesterday was 344.7. A week ago, 344.7. A month ago, 360. So it's less than it was a month ago, which is kind of good news. It's slightly less than it was a year ago. But as as oil prices go up, I'm curious to see what that may do for the overall inflationary scene. Let me go over here to Exxon, because I still have quite a few bucks in Exxon. Not much else here because, again, they bought up my beloved PXD. But where is Exxon? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's actually starting to have a little bit more of a bounce here. A little bit more of a bounce. Oxy, a small bounce here, which is nice to see. And then anything else that really sparks me. Devon Energy should still be poor. Yeah, it's still poor compared to what it was before. CXV, Chevron. Chevron may have a breakout sometime next month. So yeah, there are some interesting plays here for more of an inflationary summer. I'm just hoping it doesn't really come down to that. And Nvidia coming down 6% today. I know I told you guys it was kind of looking like it was going to teeter off a little bit on the daily chart. But man, interesting. Yeah, this is getting bearish in a heartbeat. If we can get the market to freak out just a little bit more, maybe Jerome Powell backs off. It would have to be something more drastic than this, but I'm curious to see how that may pan out. Okay, let's get back over here to Bitcoin though. The overall market's scary enough to talk about without just focusing on one thing. There you go. Short term here, guys. Bitcoin trying to break out above this order block. If we're able to break out just above the 50 moving average on the 15-minute chart, I do think Bitcoin gets a little more bullish in the short term here, where you see bulls really try to make a push. That's if we break out. Right now, it's definitely not for certain that we do. We're getting rejected from it right now, so it may take about another hour before we're actually able to get that big push, right? Yes, wasps and butterflies, lots of winged creatures. What do you call? I hate winged creatures like that. Fuck, I get eaten alive by mosquitoes outside. I was outside just a few minutes with Loki. You can see them land on you and try to like sting right through the shirt. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Fuck Mount Gox. Yeah, not many people are happy with them right now. I mean, I'm kind of happy that people are getting their Bitcoin back after a large hack. But at the same time, I'm like, damn it, now that all that Bitcoin's going to be on the market, people are going to try to sell some off there. Oh, Bitcoin University put out a video about it a couple hours ago. Let me see. This is where I need to have a Kick account so I can just watch people's videos and not have to worry about the other stuff. Like, what is it right here? Bitcoin, Bitcoin, yeah. University. Mount Gox dump coming. You guys can watch this. I can't watch this unless he has like a specific thing here. No, I can't do it. Usually, it'll, like if I'm allowed to watch somebody's video, I have to go over here to filters and I have to go over here to something called Creative Commons. And by using Creative Commons, I can use any one of these people's videos on anything I want to. But if it's not there, I can't use it, if that makes sense. There we go. So, you guys can watch it if you want to. But yeah, just imagine more Bitcoin entering the market, more of a supply. That's going to make people panic a little bit. Oddly, kind of happening at the weirdest time when Bitcoin supply was really getting low. They just happened to do this at this time. A little bit suspicious, but you know, I think this thing was set in motion a while ago. Maybe. My time is my most valuable asset, bro. I appreciate that. What do you call? Funny enough, if somebody wants to hire me, usually for like any type of advising work or something on the side, my going rate is like $300 to $500 an hour, which is kind of crazy because, you know, growing up in the ghetto, I'm pretty sure my time was probably like, you know, I thought my time would amount to maybe like $5 an hour to $8 an hour when I grew up. Now, you know, with inflation, that's probably like around like $10 an hour, $15 an hour. But it's kind of nice to see, you know, my worth go up over, you know, over time. Heck, you know, I'm about to do that speaking gig like I told you guys before on the 29th. Oh, that's coming up soon. Maybe I'll get some pictures of myself on stage and I'll post them so you guys can see me at my speaking events and stuff like that. I enjoy stuff like that. This one's about getting African Americans involved in buying Bitcoin and investing in blockchain projects. So it should be a pretty good one. For the MACD, what does each of those bars mean and what does the different colors mean? So this is a histogram right here. You'll notice that when the blue line crosses over the orange line, this goes from red to green, all right? When it's green, obviously momentum is going with you. Things are a little bit more bullish. What you're noticing here is when it turns green and each one has this darker green hue, momentum is getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. The moment you go from a dark green or darker green to a lighter green, that means momentum is slowing down, and that may signal, hey, you may be looking to sell the trade that you might have bought at the beginning of the MACD move, or things may be cooling off to the degree that you may want to sell everything. So scale out, that type of stuff. For an example here, we go to the last one. Again, all this in the perspective of everything's been kind of bearish over the last few days, but you saw that we had a bullish momentum right here. You might have been able to buy and see if momentum keeps going back up. Momentum kind of died down right there. You can see it kept on going up afterwards. Then we had a few, you know, candle bars of it coming down over and over, plus one little minus thing right there. Yeah, anywhere. Sometimes you might be able to tell a story about that. I guess for this circumstance, with everything being bearish, you're probably actually gonna go right here so that when the MACD turned over, you might be looking to open a position right there, and then boom, right here, it went back to being a little bit lighter momentum. You might consider, you know, shorting right here, selling over here during this candle. You know, to me, it's just kind of part of the larger picture. I use it more for the overall momentum of Bitcoin. So at this point, just think of this histogram as being that way. This right here shows you like a different level to the momentum, like how much more drastic it is. So you can see how we're so much lower over here than we were like over here and so forth. You know, just telling you how much like, whoa, something much bigger than normal is happening right there. The other thing you can do with these is you could have divergences, if you will. Now, again, this divergence can be a little bit kind of funky here. You can see how this was moving upwards, right? Up. But this was moving down. Oh, magnets on. Right? With these types of divergences, typically you would see Bitcoin actually break out to the upward side of the divergence and push up. Unfortunately for us, we got some really bad news from Gox, and that kind of killed all the momentum here. That's the basics of how to use the MACD right there. I think for most of you guys, just knowing that red is bad, green is good is usually good help. Adding that on top of the other oscillators, and then also, let me squeeze that back down here a little bit more. Understanding that these, you know, you can do separate technical analysis on some of these trades here when there's divergence. Typically, we don't do the divergence all that much because if any of you guys actually have a question about it, remember, I'll just pull this up right here, and I have this little thing called divergence for mini indicators version 4, and it'll pull up any divergences that it sees at this point in time. Like right here, there's a bunch of divergences, came down. Oh, there you go. You can see all the divergences from here, 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 and you can kind of see them playing out in real time, if you will. Only thing about this one that's kind of a little bit annoying, I would say, is that see how it's like flashing like that? See that right there? Right? Because the candle hasn't closed, it doesn't have that confirmation there. So people may trade before that candle is actually closed. And this may move up here a little bit more. These have been known to move around a little bit, which is a little bit more confusing, I would say, for most people. But yeah, I would encourage anybody to learn more about divergences. I've put out tutorials on them. I know I have, but I forgot exactly what they're called. If I go over to my channel, I'm sure there's something in here. My channel. Divergence. Oh yeah, see? There it is. It's an 11-minute video. Maybe I'll rename it How to Use Divergence on YouTube or something like that. I don't know. Let's go up here. Let's turn the volume off. And then... Damn, that was all lit back in the day. I used to have lights right here, and I don't know what happened to them. My cleaning lady took them and put them somewhere. I just don't know where. Now I have a light right here, but my main lights are on, so I don't have it turned on. But yeah, so I forgot what I look like when I have that short hair. Let me go over here very fast. Yeah, so I break down the types of divergences. Lower, low, equal high, higher, high. Yeah, I break it all down. Get all that stuff. I remember I made these by hand too, which is why some are thin and some are not. It's kind of, I did a weird job with this because I didn't want to pay somebody to do it for me. Because every time I did, they were like, what exactly is a high or low? What exactly? I was just like, fuck off, I'll do it myself. That's basically what happened. But yeah, so I have this video here. I'll rename this. Divergence trading strategy for beginners. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I even broke it down into chapters. So divergence intro, recap, what is bullish divergence, what is bearish, what is hidden divergence, 4 types of divergence, weak, medium, strong divergence, hidden divergence. It's basically like memorization. Because again, I got ADHD, memorization is probably the best way to go about it. But yeah, I remember I actually put out a video about that type of stuff. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free. It's actually a pretty good tutorial, I would say myself. There we go. Let's put this over here for now. I want you guys to see everything going on for today. What percent of my Voyager money did I get back? Oh, I think it was most of it. I'm pretty sure it was most of it. Oh, sorry, making sure Loki wasn't behind me. And there's some fucking loud ass planes going on today. I feel the military's doing some freaking big drills. I think it was most of my money back. That was the only real thing that I had money stuck in back from 2022. I remember some people had money lost in Celsius or BlockFi and things like that. I never had issues there, or even FTX. My only thing was Voyage, and I got out pretty well from that one. And well, no, not the value bought and sold. No, momentum. Yeah, momentum. Did you ever wear that suit? Oh, did I get the suit, guys? No. So I didn't get the suit yet. So, okay. Please understand, like, here, let me go over here to, what's that place is called? Sue Generously Bespoke Seattle. 4.9 out of 5 on Google. Freaking great customer service. All right, but anyway, so it's a great spot. My suit, literally, I got unlimited. I used to have an email. I just don't know what happened to it. But basically, they say the suit started at $1,800. Yeah, my suit costs like $3,000. So, and different parts come in different ways. How they make it and stuff. But for me, I went in on Saturday to get the suit. No, Friday. And there were still a few things that I thought could be fixed up from it, right? So I thought the jacket was just a tad too long, so they're going to shorten that for me. They're going to steam press it a little bit better for me around the sides here. Like down, you guys can see my stomach, but down at my stomach level. And then, what was it? Oh, and they're just gonna hem the bottom of the pants to make sure they're at the right size, you know? So that's what they're doing for me right now. I'm gonna pick it up on the 27th, and that time everything will be fine. However, The first time I got my vest, it didn't really fit the right way. It was kind of too short. Like it fit me, it was kind of like round enough because I'm a bigger guy, but it wasn't long enough to go down towards like my thighs, right? Like just right past the belly. So what I'm doing there is I'm waiting for them to send me a new one. And so I won't have the full 3-piece probably until next month, but I will have the jacket, the pants, the suspenders, and the bespoke shirt all done by this Thursday, I think it is. This Thursday, yes. Yeah. So I will have all that. Plus, I have 2 more bespoke shirts being made. I got this nice black one, then one that's a little bit more chill and playful. I think it has like peacocks or something on it. Not peacocks, flamingos. I don't know. It's some type of tropical bird on it. It could be a parrot for all I know. But each of those shirts cost me $250, so that'll take about 6 weeks, I think, from the time I bought it. So those are going to take another month. Ouch. But yeah, they take a little bit of time, but you know, it's worth it for a good quality shirt, I would say, right? But yeah, I don't have it yet, unfortunately. Let me see if I can find myself a photo here. No, let's see. Can't send this over. Dude, I was fucking sweating like a dog out there. I was sweating hard out in Seattle. Can't see that all too well. But yeah, you'll see me on pictures on stage. You wanna know the thing that really fucked me over there? So when it comes to the suit, instead of having a zipper, you know, like, you know, you put your like, there's like, yeah, when you put the, you know, you button up your pants, then you put the pull-up zipper. There is no zipper. It's buttons. So there's 3 buttons I have to button for the crotch. So the way that I do my own pants is I pull my pants up, I do the button, then I pull up the zipper, and then I'm good. Now I'm learning that I have to do the buttons first for the crotch, then do the 4 buttons for the top of it, because, like, you know, it's like a suit, it has multiple buttons. Those 4 buttons, and then it's all set to go. And then I add my suspenders onto that. Then I buckle the sides, little hash things of my suit trousers. So yeah, it's a process. I'm learning a lot about it. I just bought some new suspenders the other day. So you guys will see me wear this suit, I believe, for my Friday night stream. No, it'll be a Friday midday stream because I'm going to test drive it out, because Saturday I have that event. So you won't see me on Saturday because I'll be literally booked up from like 11 o'clock in the morning all the way to like midnight. So like I'm literally going to be up working at that whole time, doing networking and smoking cigars, having scotch and stuff. Some fine scotch, I might add. So yeah, and I think some Caseoh too, some good tequila. But anyway, yeah, I'll be busy this weekend for sure. But yeah, I don't have it yet. I really wish I had it. I hate the buttons. What do you call it? I love them, but I'm just gonna have to get used to them. You know, I like the thought of having like an older school suit, but it's just not something I'm used to here at all. And hey, Jamrock, Alex Leung, trust me, I know Bitcoin fucking ages you. And I grow up my beard here a lot. So if you guys ever see me when I'm looking, oh geez, I just had that, what do you call it thing, didn't I? If you guys want to see me younger, literally, I'm gonna shave again here pretty soon, where I take off my beard. I look completely different with no mustache and no beard. It's quite a change, especially in the summertime where I'm gonna get very, very tan here pretty soon. You guys see me right now. This is slight tan. This is not summer tan, Michael. Summer tan, Michael, is. Do I still use Facebook? Do I still use Facebook? Do I still use Facebook? There's barbecues. Friends, see all photos. Oh my god, baby Loki. Look at that. Look at baby Loki. There is a little bit of a darker me right there. Okay, yeah, here's me hunting. You see how dark I am when I stay outside? Look. Let me go over here. Oh. Hands, or actually, face to face. You can see the darkness level there of me in this summer, right? This is me post-summer. This is actually in October. So this is like post summer where I'm like outside every single day, which I'm doing this summer. I'm spending a lot of time outside. Yeah, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on there? Who the fuck are you? And it's gonna be like, it's me. I just got a tan. But yeah, I go through the fucking shades. Like, look at my hand, and look how dark I was back then. So yeah, I grow through some fucking shit. I have my own seasons, if you will. Yeah. Then there's times where I don't go out much in the summer at all. You know, this is me back. This is when I was like 19 years old. This is like 10 years ago. But yeah, still wearing glasses though. Yeah, catching trout, having a good time. On that trip, the boat died, so we had to really paddle back to shore. Yeah, a lot of cool memories. Or me being bald for a little bit here. Dude, I forgot a whole bunch of stuff here from school. My trip to El Salvador, my first trip to El Salvador back when, this is before I wasn't even 18. See, got a tan right back there with my little camouflage hat. Chill times. This is fucking high school shit, dude. I was a lot darker back then. Holy fuck. Maybe, you know what? Maybe cameras have evolved to capture my natural skin tone. I don't know what that could be. But yeah, damn, there's a lot of fucking old photos in here. A lot of freaking old photos. Even back over here where I had my suit that didn't fit properly, but it looks so good for the photos. Yeah, what do you call it? I've been able to do some fun stuff in my life just by knowing the right people. That's the way I kind of like to live my life here. Network, know the right people, have a fun time with them, do some deals, do some work, and just kind of have a vibe. I think a good vibe is kind of what you need in life. And then when you feel like you don't have a good vibe at it, you know, for whatever reason, don't be afraid to make those life changes, right? And now it's a lot easier since I'm single and stuff like that, but good times. And hey, Honest Crypto, I appreciate it. Thanks for all the information and wisdom. I've been watching the channel for a few months and I can't complain. Thank you very much. Oh, and Honest Crypto, I just got a whale pass for Bitcoin Nashville. Let's fucking go. Dude, I was asking for a whale pass and they wouldn't give it to me. And so I was just like, fine, I'll take the media pass. I don't know the right people to get a free whale pass. I want a free whale pass. I don't want anybody to buy it from me or none of that. But those whale passes, from all the influencers I know across the space, they are gold. So cherish that thing. Get the most out of that as you can, because I've heard they are absolutely freaking amazing. Dude, really good work there, Honest Crypto. That is going to be great for a nice little whale pass right there. DJ Arab Money, I think we're going to go to war. Oh no, I sure hope not. Who are we going to war against? I mean, okay, funny enough, I watch maybe about a half an hour to an hour of TikTok every couple days. Sometimes I just don't have time for it, but I enjoy watching TikToks. I have noticed there is a lot more pro-war, like sign up, you know, join the military TikToks over the last few weeks, and I've been very curious as to why is this happening? Why am I seeing so much more pro-war stuff on my TikTok monitor? And I'm wondering if, like, I don't think TikTok is like saying, ooh, we're gonna help serve the American government so we're not banned and we're gonna get people to sign up. I don't think that at all. I think what's been happening is the military's been running a lot more drills and stuff around the country in preparation for something. And then, of course, all the people in the military are making content about it, and that content gets picked up because it's a new trend, and then we kind of see it, and we're like, whoa, what's going on? So I feel like the military is doing something. It could just be a very massive test going on, you know, making sure everything's on the up and up. It's the springtime, it's the summertime, everything is, you know, all those plans for the winter to kind of make new schedules and whatnot. It's all being flushed out. It's, you know, all being done at this point, executed, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's what's happening. But man, I've been seeing so many like join the military posts, do this, it's a great time, that type of stuff, you know? And I'm like, whoa. Back in the day, I used to see like, you know, why did you join the military? And the guy'd be like, oh, I need my papers, senor, you know, that type of crazy shit. So, you know, now it's more like, oh yeah, the military is awesome, let's go do it. And I'm like, you know, I'm too heavy for the military anyway. I'd be a propaganda guy for sure, but I would not be going out in that full gear. I don't even think they have my size. Traffic also sucks in Tacoma today. Oh, I bet it does. What's it, 5 o'clock? Oh yeah. Actually, I was driving back from downtown yesterday. I don't know what I was doing down there. I don't recall. But I was doing something in Tacoma, I believe, yesterday. Or the day before. No, yesterday. Yesterday I was getting my hair cut done. Yeah. So, I was out there. And what ended up happening was, somebody's clothes got thrown all over the fucking highway. So at a certain point, everybody was just fucking swerving left and right and going fucking all nuts in front of the Tacoma Mall. I was like, holy shit. It was definitely a bad time. And hey, Folsom, happy to see you. Your wife is Indian and she turns much darker in the summer. Yeah, it's crazy how much of a tone difference you can have if you're outside constantly. And I'm gonna be outside a lot smoking cigars. I can probably go through one cigar every hour and a half or something like that. Maybe even a cigar every 2 hours, depending on how slowly I'm smoking it. But I'm just out there enjoying the sun. The one thing is you just have to have one layer, no undershirts or anything. You have to have some shorts on you, and then you're fine. If you start adding layers or long pants, dude, I am gonna fucking die out there. So I refuse to do that. In fact, I need to go and search for my shorts. I have a bunch of shorts. I have a bunch of golfing shorts. I don't know what happened to them. I think my cleaning lady put them in the garage. I just gotta find out what to do with them, because I was like, I need those suckers. Yeah, Honest Crypto, I'll probably be actually able to meet you at the blockchain event, or Bitcoin Nashville. Uncle Sam is restarting the draft, including women 18 to 27. I was surprised they didn't add women to the draft in that little sneaking bill they did. I was really hoping they were gonna do like everybody's equal type of mentality, but no, everybody is not equal. It was wild. It was absolutely wild. We'll see how it actually works out though. I'm luckily past the draft age. I am, I don't have to worry about that stuff. But my sister is about like 19 right now, so I don't want her getting fucking drafted into military. I'm gonna have to fly her out to Mexico or some shit. Like, hey. I understand you want to go to college, but you don't want to go to the military. Why don't you let your brother fly you off to Canada or something like that? That'd be a hoot. Knowing her, she'd probably want to join up and do something like, she wouldn't want to fight. She'd probably want to do like, how are the tanks hurting the environment? That's basically what she might do. From like, that way she can make a report, give it to the government and say, hey, you need to make the tanks more environmentally friendly, as funny as that may sound, But yeah, there's a whole bunch of random stuff that can be done with that military draft here. And side note here, guys, Bitcoin is almost trying to break out here. I think it can break out. We just made a new high. It doesn't look like it if I go over to the 1 minute chart. See a little pop right there? We are still trying to move up higher here, and the buyers are definitely coming in force at this point to try to make that move possible. So just keep track of Bitcoin. I'm going to move the RSI and the stochastic for now. That way you guys can just see it a little bit better. But we are trying to have something more of a pop right here. I'm going to move this over here for a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious about some of these things that we're seeing happening right now. I just want to see an actual good pop here. Because if Bitcoin goes up, I think altcoins can keep on going up from the times from yesterday. Anything actually popping off today, really? MOG is still moving higher. I shouldn't have sold my MOG. I sold it too early. I sold it way too early. Popcat's still going up here as well. Is Turbo going to make a reversal? Maybe, but not looking so good right now. Jasmine is about to break out here as well. So, yeah, altcoins are looking pretty juicy right now. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. Even things like Ajax, it's still going sideways after that pop. World Token still sideways. Fetch AI is still kind of sideways. Yeah, I could see some things being played out here. There we go. They are offering an elderly to join the draft as well. $75,000 bribe. Oh my God, $75,000 to go back into the military. That would be insane. I mean, you might as well just ask them to do paperwork or something. It's probably a fake out to the upside. I'm hoping so right now. I really want to see Bitcoin just have one little green day. It doesn't have to be a new trend or anything. But, I just bought a lot of Bitcoin and assets today, so I'm hoping I can have one green day before they start going back to being bearish or something. Bearish or something. Truth, please look it up. I believe you. I mean, heck, if the military needs somebody to like fit a certain type of position, they're gonna find somebody. I just don't know how old they're probably looking for though. That could be definitely something there. What I want to do though is I should probably buy some positions here on Fairness. I'm just not entirely sure. Fetch is still higher. Let's go from price here. How is Reef doing? This is still pretty low. Let's add a 50. Oh, not 500. Holy crap. Let's add a $50 position into here. And then I think I already own some hot though. I think I own hot. My hot is probably, I bought this a few days ago. It's up a teeny bit. I think we're fine with that position for now. I don't think we need to double down into the same thing. Lever token. This doesn't look good, so I'm gonna maybe wait a few more days before I try to buy back into lever token. I only have a small position, true, but I might be able to get a good dip on this one pretty soon. Turbo is interesting because it's already popped up so much that I'm not entirely sure if I want to trade this anymore. I was able to buy down here and sell up here on Blowfin, which was very, very good. Right now, I think it needs a little bit more time to cook. Key, Lena. So what's actually coming down, say, bake? We haven't talked about bake in a long time. I don't even think, maybe some people do. Yeah, it's still coming down a little bit at support. I'll add $50 into this one. A very small position though. And then MKR. I'll buy some Dogecoin too. $2x leverage. $50 into this one. And just, I think that'll be good for now. I still got a lot of capital I need to deploy in here, but I'm trying to be very, pragmatic about how much I start deploying at once. If I tossed all $1,500 in there at once, I'd be pretty ticked off. I will probably do another $500 on Thursday though, of like pure investments. Probably a little bit more of a higher risk position though at this point. I got into Rod AI. It's been doing very well lately. Oh, nice. I wish a lot more of these. I'm like, what do you call? No. Let's go over here. This one would probably be. To me, Blowfin has the best options when it comes to a lot of lower market cap tokens, but let me see. There's still a few, if they're still too new, they don't really show up on here. Because look at this. They got a lot. Peng, I don't even know what Peng is. PNG. I might be actually something very popular, but I have no idea. Yeah, this one has a market cap of 25 million. So I'm thinking of starting to buy a lot more of this stuff here and waiting to see what happens. So you can see this is the yearly chart. Okay, good. This opened up. This opened up March, so the worst possible time for altcoins, and it's been coming down ever since. Maybe I'll buy some more of that if I get a chance, or buy some of that if I get a chance. I don't actually own any yet, but Spec, Mog. A lot of these tokens that have smaller market caps, maybe not Mog, but I need to buy into these. A lot of them. And you know what? Maybe some of these will just be 1x longs. Maybe some of them will be 2x longs. But I don't think a lot of this stuff needs to be much more than that. Look at Popcat's up 50% today. I'm okay with buying into some of this stuff if it's doing kind of rough. But it may be like $20, $50 per token here. But I mean, look at all these tokens. Keeps on going down. And I think this is why I like Blowfin so much, especially as a sponsor. It's just I can buy so many of these tokens. This is more for you guys like to day trade meme coins, though, I would say. Because it's very easy to get in and out of positions, a lot of liquidity in here. There you go, finally got to the bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of tokens in there. Trending, what's trending right now? No, those aren't really trending. New. Okay, UMA, so by this, AI. Ooh, they got new AI tokens in here. Oh, holy crap. Okay, so they got LAI, PHB. What is PHB? $94 million market cap. Yeah, they really do got some smaller market cap ones in here, and I think that's what Blowfin shines right now for me. Ethereum staking. Layer 2, GameFi. GameFi GameFi has been just annihilated, to be honest, over the past few months. Metaverse also got hit pretty hard. AI has been getting hit pretty hard, but still okay. Meme coins. Yeah. I need to make a favorites list here pretty soon. Okay, now how do I get out of this? There you go. Yeah. I need to buy more stuff here. See, you get addicted to buying more tokens because you know it's going to go up. At least I believe it's going to go up, right? You like the 25 to 50 million market cap lately, throwing tiny amount in and watching it? That's the same thing to do. I don't really feel the need to be jumping at a whole bunch of money. I mean, when I got lucky on Turbo, I was like, let me pop in like 400 bucks with 2x leverage and see where this goes, and it went fucking wild. It doesn't need 3x leverage. I don't need to do that though. That again, that was a little bit too much here. Hey, Poker Life. Hey, I appreciate that. And dude, have a fun time in San Diego. What do you call it? San Diego, LA? They're a fun time. I haven't been down to San Diego since 2021 or 2022. It's been a hot minute. We went on a road trip with a couple friends. Well, I went on a road trip with a couple friends. It was a good time. It's a little bit toasty down there. That's all I gotta say. It's a little bit toasty. I have that friend that has a clothes shop down there, but I haven't ever been to it. I need to check it out. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny store. It's a guy I knew from high school. Milk room. Yeah, this thing. Back to over here. Vintage type clothing and stuff. You know, trying to make his own brand and stuff. I don't know exactly how this stuff works, you know. I honestly have no idea. But I'm gonna have to hit him up one time, be like, hey, let's hang out. Like, this is $250. I don't understand it. 20th anniversary box logo T XL. I don't know brands, so I don't know if this is actually worth it. I can get this, or I can get myself a custom bespoke shirt, which I've done. So, you know, the different ways of going about it. I choose the $250 bespoke shirt. But there's a lot of stuff out there that I want to see what it is exactly, like shoes and whatnot. Like, I feel like I need to get more shoes. I need to get a new pair of I don't know what type of shoes I need. I think there's a lot of brands out there. There's Macy's, Nordstrom's. Nordstrom's might have the type of shoe I'm looking for. Yeah, something like these. You know, your typical dress shoe, something like that. Nothing fancy. But I need to get another one. Maybe this $129 one. I've never been a person that paid a lot of money for shoes. Honestly, just never been my thing. I think I already have like maybe 4 pairs of dress shoes in my closet. I just have to find them and buy some new shoelaces. There may be a dog who might have chewed up some shoelaces from my dress shoes, which is fun for me to figure out. I'll have to look after the stream's over. Julian Assange has been released for real. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I know he's supposed to be. No, that's not Julian. No, that's Edward Snowden. Yeah, that's Edward Snowden, not the Bitcoin Nashville event, right? Snowden, yeah. Let me go over here to X. Is anything actually breaking right now? China? What is going on with China? China. Okay, see, I see China is trending, but none of this stuff is like from today. I see. Is it this? China buying farmland next to U.S. military bases to spy on us, plus Alvin Bragg releasing. What is the news with China? Okay, let me go. Forget gas for a second. China news. news. Sometimes I don't get how stuff is trending on X. I really don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. China. China to lift bans on Australian beef, perhaps? If anybody knows what's going on with China, please let me know, because I don't know what's going on. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Something's happening with China. It's a war. Are they helping out Russia with Ukraine stuff? What's going on? Same with this correct thing. London, Jake Tapper, typical Epstein, hilarious. I don't know. I'm very confused. VTuber. What's a VTuber? Well, okay, apparently I don't want to know what VTubers are. Okay, that's perfectly fucking fine. Correct. Correct. Everything I'm looking at right now on X seems to be very pointless. Jake Tapper, he's a CNN dude. Like and hack. This is CNN's they're not non-biased. Of course they're not going to be. But I don't know. Regardless if you like CNN or Jake Tapper, yeah, he's leftward leaning. Who the fuck cares? I just want to see Joe Biden and Trump go out there and do a little bit of, talk, and lay out some policy issues. I already know going in that Jake Tapper is going to be very biased against Trump. It is what it is. But I'm just happy they were able to figure out some way to get on the stage together. Although I kind of hope RFK was on the stage as well. Yeah, but what is going on right now? What is going on with China? I thought something interesting was happening. Oh, here it is. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange released from prison. There you go. That's cool. Marjorie Taylor Greene's in here. Raw Alerts. Nick Sorter. Alpha Fox. So there's definitely some other stuff going on here. I just don't know. Oh, here we go. Strikes deal for release. So WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has reached a plea deal with the U.S. Justice Department, which will allow him to be released after spending 5 years in a British prison. Assange plans to plead guilty to a conspiracy charge as part of the deal. He will receive credit for the time served in the UK and is expected to return to Australia following his release. Huh. Robert F. Kennedy is very, very happy with that. Okay, so that is some pretty big news there. Yeah. Oh, it broke an hour ago. Okay, there you go. It broke an hour ago. Watch it grow. There you go. Whenever that happens, usually you know it's confirmed at that point. Yeah, interesting. But what the fuck does that have to do with China? I still don't know what's going on with China. I still have no idea what's going on with China. This is all... Okay, the only thing from China at the top is this one right here. 18 hours ago. That didn't cause this thing to trend. This was from yesterday, 2 days ago, yesterday, today. This only has 5,000 views. I don't know what's going on. It must be maybe the BRICS news. China has become Saudi Arabia's largest oil customer. I mean, that's massive. They can manipulate the prices a lot more that way. But they're not going to be using the petrodollar. That's going to be the crazy thing. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with China. Who knows? Who knows, right? And Bitcoin is still getting rejected at these levels. My God, just, grow a backbone and let's get this over with and get a nice little breakout. It should be happening soon enough, but everybody that's buying right here just getting very, very impatient. Anything else here? No. Let's see. Double check something. No. Oh, okay. No, that's all the news. I was looking at my phone if I got any tweets about China or something like that, but still, nothing going on whatsoever here. I don't see anything working out. All right, so MOG is still going up. Popcat is still going up. If you guys want to do some trades there, that's probably going to be your best bet. Let's see. else? No. All right. I'm gonna call it a day, everybody. The kind of like the chat kind of slowed down, so that's kind of my go-to role right now when the chat kind of dies off. Nobody wants to talk on the stream just because it feels like we've kind of talked about everything we can talk about, I think. But anyway, I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I actually plan on going live a little bit earlier. Tomorrow is Tuesday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm going to be live around 12 o'clock, and I think I'm going to go live around a little bit later on, around 5 o'clock, from 5 to 7 or 5 to 6, one of the two. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. I'm looking at you guys as poll questions. It seems like you guys, are you waiting for another dip before buying, or are you going to buy it? Are you waiting for another dip before buying more Bitcoin and alts? Or, you know, so like all of you guys said you guys are still waiting before you guys buy more and more and more and more here. So let me know what you guys think there. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch today. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. We're currently, I think, like 200 to 300 subscribers away from 100,000. So that'll be really fun when it happens. And then maybe I'll pull out a good Cuban cigar or something like that too. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. And get ready for me to have a smoking cigar video later on tonight when I hit the lounge. Remember, I told you I'm going to do more personal videos with you guys. I'm going to do like my personal thoughts about this Mt. Gox stuff. And just while smoking a cigar and having a cocktail. Should be pretty fun. Thanks.